Hi there, and let's learn a little bit about probability. Now, when we introduce the topic probability, you will not believe that so many professions have their source and basis as probability only. I take a very simple example that when you go out of your home and you ask yourself, what's the chance that it will rain today? That's where the weather forecaster comes into play. Right? When you go and watch a match and place bets on it, and you stand to earn money from that, that's where the betters come into play, right? And that's where the software relating to betting comes into play, right? So all these professions which introduce the concept of chance are earning livelihood through that. Okay, so basically when I say probability means basically a chance. So when I say of chance, which means, what do I mean by chance? Now, chance means favorable cases over total events, or favorable events over total events. Now, some events don't have a chance at all, and some events will always happen. Come one way happen, come the change of civilization, always it will always happen. Like, what is the probability, or what is the chance that sun will rise in the east? The probability is always one. It will never fail to rise from the east. So when I say probability is one, that means it is 100%. It is one. But if I say, what is the probability the sun will rise from the west? It will never happen in your life. So the chance is 0%. Okay, so in effect, zero. But the probability in effect lies between 0 and 1 and includes 0 and 1 as well. Lots of the students have this misconception that probability is not 0, or it should be greater than 0 and it is always less than 1. That's not the case. For sure events, it is either 0 or 1, right? Depending on what we ask ourselves. Okay, so I give you some situations that if you toss a coin and the coin is in air, what are the chances that the head will come down? So what are the total number of events, head or tail? So the total number of events will be 2. And if you want that heads to come down so that you win something, then you want that head to come out. That is the event. That event is coming only once. So it is 1 out of 2 is the probability. So chance is 1 out of 2. Now, if I convert the chance into percentages, if I convert this fraction to percentages, you multiply it by 100 and you say the chance is 50%. Right? So if I tell you what is the chance that a tail will come, so we can say the tail is a certain event 1 out of those 2 events, which is 2, because only head or tail will come, nothing else will come. A 6 will not come, a 5 will not come, only a head or tail will come. If that be the case, then the probability is 1 by 2 again, which is 50%. So these are depicted by events. So these events are basically equally likely events, because everything is likely to have an equally likely events. Okay, right? There can be cases of other, like dice as well. If you throw a dice, what is a dice? Dice has how many digits on each face? There are 6 digits starting from 1 to 6. So we can say 6 is basically opposite to 1, 4 is opposite to 3, and 5 is opposite to 2. That's a standard dice. Okay. So if I ask you that what is the probability that a even number will come? So how many even numbers are there? 6, 4, and 2, right? So 6, 4, 2 are the events. So there are 3 cases where an even number comes up out of a total number of cases. So I've shown you total number of events to be how much? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 6. So probability of even number happening is 3 out of 6, which is 1 out of 2. So probability of an odd number happening is also 1 out of 2, because the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, which means there are 3 numbers out of the possible of 6 numbers where an odd number might come. 3 events out of those 6 events. when an odd number will come. So the probability is again 1 over 2. If I ask you, what is the chance that a prime number will come up? What will you answer? Your answer will be the prime numbers are 2, 3, and 5. So there are 3 prime numbers out of those 6 numbers. So probability of a prime number happening, that is also equal to 1 over 2. So various combinations or various cases are given, basis that you have to apply this basic formula, which is favorable events of 1 over total events. Favorable events is the numerator, total events is the denominator, and various cases and various situations will be given wherein we will be asked to find the probability of those events happening. Remember, the value of a probability lies between 0 and 1 and includes 0 and 1 as well. Right? Thank you so much. Wonderful teaching you. And until we meet again in the next lesson, and happy learning. Thank you so much.